button. All the buttons.
Steffi, are you going to be streaming?
I pressed the button now. I'm committed to things.
If that is greater than or equal to...
Okay. His radio went Russian?
It always
It's
does.
always been Russian. It's radio eggnog.
I bet I will get no viewers all day.
Van Halen's Jump is royalty free?
Good song.
Somehow I doubt that's royalty free, though.
Yeah. I'm sitting here going, Poor Queen.
Man, I'm literally trying to build JavaScript without the autocomplete service.
Oh, that's fun.
Definitely requiring a
sounds
huge amount of
painful.
guessing.
Meow.
Okay.
Healthy dose. Where's the music coming from?
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Fat Planet Entertainment, and bless your pancreases. I am live in TeamSpeak because I don't want anybody to miss the story of why the hell I was missing in action yesterday. It's quite a funny story, although someone probably needs to die. I'm kidding. I would never harm another human being. Although visually, yes, visually he has died many times in my mind, but it's okay. All right, so here's the funny part. All right. Yesterday, as most of you know, was Stream Front Page. Pretty big thing, and I missed it. Now, you know it would take an act of God or one of my children being completely just sick beyond all means for me to miss a stream, especially a Twitch Front Page stream. Well, can't really say it was an act of God, more like an act of Satan. Around 2 o'clock yesterday, I was sitting at the computer and I was getting some things ready and set up and images and all that other kind of stuff for the stream. And all of a sudden the internet went out. Not really that big of a deal, right? It happens, especially with Mediacom, which is our ISP. Dark knows exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to that.
Yeah, kind of been dealing with it for how long now as well?
Quite a while. And you know that customer support are usually pretty dumb.
Oh, yeah.
So 10 minutes goes by, internet doesn't come back, so I thought, all right, well, it probably is probably a pretty damn good outage. So I got up and went and sat in the living room with Mandy, and it's when we realized the cable box had hunt on it, which basically means it was in hunt mode because it had no signal and it couldn't find no channels. Now, that is a very big rarity when both the cable box and the modem goes out at the exact same time. That is two totally different signals. Yes, it shares the same line, but it is two totally different signals. So I called Mediacom. I said, hey, I have no internet and no cable whatsoever. I apparently got the cable TV side of things. She says, okay, I will send a signal to your box to try to reset it. I said, ma'am, I have no cable or no internet. There is no signal reaching either of the devices. You're not going to be able to communicate with it. You know what her response was to me? And I shit you not, this was her direct quote. Sir, I cannot help you with the internet issues. I can only help you with the cable issues. You will have to talk to internet support for your modem.
Oh, boy.
I said, ma'am, I don't think you're understanding what I'm trying to tell you right now. I said, I have no signal. No signal reaching neither my cable modem nor my cable box. You will not be able to communicate to it. Can you check for outages, please? She said, sir, there are no reported outages for your area. However, I will attempt to send a signal to your cable box, and I am going to transfer you to internet support now. Click. I wish I was joking. I got internet support. Now, it wasn't a normal transfer, because as soon as he picked up, he wanted all my information again, which I happily gave with a smile on my face. A very sarcastic one at that. I said, sir, I've already talked to one of your brilliant associates over in cable TV. Said, what I'm trying to let you guys know is I have no signal reaching my cable box nor my cable modem, and there are no outages reported for the area. First thing he says to me, I assume you went ahead and tried all the basic stuff. I said, yes, sir. I am not an 80-year-old man checking my email. I said, I'm not a professor when it comes to cable technology. I said, but I'm not stupid either. He says, all right. So we got past that part. He says, so what I'll do is I'll put you down for an appointment, and we'll try to have somebody call you in the morning.
Nope.
I said, that would be great. It would be better if you could do it today, but all right, tomorrow morning. Fine. I guess I have to deal with this shit. So I got off the phone with him. I thought, you know what? I started thinking about this, and I realized that in order for both the cable box and the cable modem to not have a signal whatsoever, with no outages reported in the area, period, there was either a problem at the tap or a problem with the cable line itself. So I decided I was going to go out for a little walk. And as most of you know, FP don't walk. I was mad. So I went outside for a little stroll. And the first thing I heard was salsa music coming from the backyard of my neighbor.
Oh boy.
Which kind of shocked me. So I walked up to the fence, and there was a Spanish lady in the backyard, which shocked me again, because the last I knew was some young kid that lived there. Apparently, I wasn't paying much attention. They moved out 3 years ago. So the lady was sitting there raking. Now, keep in mind, I've paid no attention to this yard at all yet. Like, who does, right? I'm just standing at the fence, which is a chain link fence. It's about 4 feet tall. So, you know, I was just kind of leaning on it. I said, excuse me, Steve? I said, is your TV working? Okay. Your TV also? Is
Oh
it
my lord.
working?
FP.
I'm kidding. I didn't do that. I wouldn't be that rude.
Oh,
I said,
God.
is your TV, your cable TV? I did do the TV. I said, is it working? One momento, she went inside. So I expected some Spanish guy to come out, right? No. 5 minutes goes by, right? And then they're waiting. And I'm still calm, because, you know, at this point, I'm like, I just want to see if he's got working shit. An old white guy comes out. Real slender, real timid looking.
Buddy, he's asked us questions before. He's been there.
I never paid attention to that. I don't pay attention to that
Lord.
shit. But anyway, he comes out, sits down. They have a little, like, stone porch looking thing. It's just a big step to their back door. And he sits down on it. He says, give me a second. I need to put on my tennis shoes. I said, sir, you don't even have to do that. I was like, I am just curious if you have working cable or internet. He doesn't say anything. He continues to put his shoes on. And I'm sitting there like, okay. So I humored him. I waited. And he started walking up to me. He says, I might be responsible for that. I was like, huh. And that is when curiosity struck me.
Oh boy.
And I started looking around in his backyard. And that is when I noticed, picture his backyard. There's a big chain link fence that just goes around his backyard, like any normal backyard, right? Inside that chain link fence, probably about 3 to 4 feet wide, coming out from the fence, following the entire fence line, it's all perfectly tilled, fresh. As I see the tilling, I look over toward the back of his fence, and I see a large green box sticking out of the ground. The little yellow sticker on it, writing and shit, usually a warning label. Located approximately 1.5 foot to 2 feet away from his chain link fence. It's literally chilling on his fence line. I look over there and I see Tilling right next to that box, which happens to be the tap for the neighborhood. I make eye contact with him again. This is all within about a 3 to 4 second period here. And things started coming to my mind. I said, what do you mean? You might be responsible. Well, I probably should have called Julie first. Now, for those of you that live outside of the U.S., or for those fortunate states that do not have Julie services, Julie is a free service that you call, and they come out and they locate gas lines, water mains, electrical lines, cable lines, anything that is located in the dirt that is not coffins or any type of mineral. They will mark it for you, free of charge. Free, within 24 to 48 hours. It's actually some state laws and pretty much most city and village ordinances that you call them first before you dig, because you can fuck some shit up.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously. A normal human being would know this, right? Anybody that's an adult, anyway, that's lived on their own for more than 2 weeks knows to call this place. So that was his statement to me. I probably should have called Julie first. I kind of shook my head for a little bit. I said, yeah, that would have probably been a good idea. Especially if you would have hit a gas main, you wouldn't have had that thought. You wouldn't have had any thought. So, that's when I said, well, okay, I'm going to need to contact the cable company and let them know what happened. He goes, well, hold on. I'll go get you a copy of my bill. And I kind of looked at him with a puzzling look. I said, I don't need a copy of your bill, sir. I don't know what that's going to do for me. He's like, well, in case they need it. That kind of sent a red flag. Like, wait a minute. Why would they need your bill? I said, no, that's okay. I'm just going to contact them. We'll get this taken care of. He's like, I'm so sorry. I said, I know. I know. The line probably should have been buried a lot deeper than a few inches. But then I'm thinking in the back of my head, but who the fuck tills 2 feet away from a damn tap? It's like, it's okay. I tried to be nice and civil. And I was. Through the entire experience, I was nice and civil. Because, I mean, that's just who I am. I'm pissed. I am boiling inside. But I'm going to remain civil. That's just the humanly thing to do. Let's be honest. So I walk back in the house, and I call the cable company again. I said, look, my neighbor decided he was going to do some backyard tilling. I said, I got Farmer Joe next door who's apparently planting a crop 2 feet from the tap. I was like, this is some pretty messed up stuff. I was like, I'm definitely going to need a tech out here. That line is cut. That's when she proceeded to tell me that I have an appointment set for Friday. I said, I'm sorry. I was outside. Maybe some dust blew in my ear. I could have swore you said Friday and not tomorrow morning like I was told from your other associate. Just, no, you have an appointment scheduled for Friday. The tea kettle is fucking going right fucking now, okay? I said, ma'am, I was told tomorrow morning. I was like, I depend on the internet for income, and I do. I said, I work from home. I can't be without internet and TV and shit for a week. Do you have children? Do they scream for Nickelodeon in the morning? Mine do. She's like, well, you're written down for an emergency cancellation. I said, because the last 7 to 8 techs I've had out just this year alone came out under a cancellation. Yeah, I got faith in that. I said, well, thank you for your assistance. I know it's not your fault. I'll take care of it myself, which I tried. So I told Mandy, I said, look, I know what we're going to do. I'm going to go to our local office where the techs are dispatched from, and I'm going to talk to a human being that's got eyeballs, so I can actually look at him. So I walked in the office. Some lady's in there bitching about a phone bill from like 4 years ago. So that was a fucking fun experience for 15 minutes. While the lady kindly tried telling her our records don't go back that far. Apparently the lady wasn't having that. So after 15 minutes of being told, I'm sorry, our records don't go back that far, she finally fucking left the building. So I walked up and I knew this lady was frustrated. So I was like, how are you doing today, ma'am? And the first thing she said, I'm sorry.